Gears are toothed wheels which transmit power and motion from one shaft to another by means of successive engagement of teeth. It is a positive drive, which means the velocity ratio will remain constant throughout the operation. Gears are generally used when the center distance between the driving and the driven shaft is small. Gears are capable of transmitting very large power, which is beyond the range of belt and chain drives. In this video, we are going to discuss gear terminology. Pitch surfaces. Imaginary cylindrical surfaces having a straight line contact which will appear as a point in the front view. These imaginary cylindrical surfaces rolls together without slipping and have the same velocity ratio as the actual mating gears, which means if the actual mating gears are replaced by these imaginary pitch surfaces, the velocity ratio will remain same. As the pitch surfaces are rolling without slipping, they will have the same tangential velocity at the point of contact. So if V1 and V2 are the tangential velocities of the pitch surfaces at the point of contact, then V1 will be equal to V2, which means omega 1 into dp1 will be equal to omega 2 into dp2, where omega 1 and omega 2 are the respective angular velocities and dp1 and dp2 the respective pitch surface diameters. The velocity ratio of pitch surfaces, which is also the velocity ratio of mating gears, is equal to omega 1 upon omega 2. It is inversely proportional to pitch surface diameters and is equal to dp2 upon dp1 and is also equal to t2 upon t1. Pitch circle. Imaginary circle that rolls without slipping and is coincident with the pitch surface. Pitch point. The point of contact between the pitch circles is known as pitch point. The diameter of pitch circle is known as pitch circle diameter and is represented by d suffix p. Base circle. Imaginary circle from which the involute curve of tooth profile is generated. The profile of tooth above the base circle is a involute curve. Notice the base circle of a gear is different from the pitch circle and lies below the base pitch circle. The profile of tooth below base circle is a segment of straight radial line. In addition, a fillet radius is provided at the base of the tooth to avoid stress concentration. Line of action. It is the common tangent to the base circles of the mating gears and passes through the pitch point. The contact between the involute surface of mating teeth occurs on this line. It is also the line along which the force is transmitted from the driving gear to the driven gear. Common tangent to pitch circle at pitch point. It is a line passing through the pitch point and tangent to pitch circles of the mating gears. Pressure angle. The angle between the line of action and common tangent to pitch circles at the pitch point is known as pressure angle and is represented by alpha. Circular pitch. It is the distance measured along the pitch circle between two similar points on the adjacent teeth. Mathematically, circular pitch is equal to the circumference of pitch circle, that is equal to pi into dp divided by the number of teeth. Diametral pitch. Diametral pitch is represented by capital P and is equal to number of teeth divided by the pitch circle diameter. Module is the ratio of pitch circle diameter to the number of teeth. And mating gears in an assembly must have same module. Top land. The top surface of gear tooth is known as top land. Bottom land. The surface between the bottom of adjacent gear teeth is known as bottom land. Face. The surface of gear teeth above the pitch surface and below the top land is known as face. The surface of gear teeth that lies below the pitch surface and above the bottom land is known as flank. Addendum circle. An imaginary circle passing through the top of gear teeth is known as addendum circle. Dedendum circle. An imaginary circle passing through the base of the gear teeth is known as dedendum circle. Addendum. The radial distance from the pitch circle to the addendum circle is known as addendum. Dedendum. It is the radial distance from the dedendum circle to the pitch circle. Depth of tooth. It is the radial distance from the addendum circle to the dedendum circle. It is equal to addendum plus dedendum. Working depth. It is the depth of engagement of two gear teeth and is equal to sum of their addendums. Clearance is the distance from the top of one teeth to the bottom of another teeth when they are in engagement. Tooth thickness. The length of arc on pitch circle subtending a single gear teeth is known as tooth thickness. Tooth space. Width of space between two adjacent tooth measured along the pitch circle is known as tooth space. Backlash. It is the distance, it is the difference between the tooth space and tooth thickness. The tooth space are generally bigger than the tooth thickness, and backlash is provided to avoid locking of gears. That's all for gear terminology. Thanks for watching.